y'all, Pam here with Be Creative Crafts, and welcome to Off the Hook. So y'all, if I am lagging or going slow, I apologize because my internet has decided to go super duper slow. So y'all will have to let me know in the comments if it's frozen or lagging really bad. And if so, then we'll just call it a night. But I'm going to give it a go. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. It is my Friday. I know it's Thursday night, but at work it's my Friday because I don't work on Fridays. All right. So let me show y'all what is off the hook this week. It is not complete, but let me show y'all what I did last weekend, which actually was not even on the list that we did last week. It wasn't even one of the things. Now, it is something that I've been wanting to do, but it wasn't one of the things. Hello, Miss Kimberly. Welcome in. So I've got this hat, and I've had this hat for a while, but look at it. So I made me a little granny square to go on it. It's not attached or blocked, but it's there. Hey, Nancy. But so I've been wanting to make one, so I did. So that's what that looks like. It's a Farm Bureau hat. But I thought I could put that in front of it, right? I usually just wear it like this. But, so we're going to give it a go. And I used the all-in-one granny for this. So it took me a while to get the granny square that I wanted to go on it because I wanted it to cover stuff. But I used the all-in-one granny. And this one is in the color Soft White Citrus Twist. Right there. Boop, boop. But that's what it looks like. And I ended up frogging back, well, the white. How many colors? Maybe the last round of orange. And there was like a lighter orange and then the white because it made it too big for the hat. And I may play around with it some more and just make up, like use a different yarns since it's going to go on there. But I just wanted to see what it would look like and how big I needed to make it. And I may also go down a hook size so that it makes it even smaller. That way it doesn't have any of these big holes in it. But I don't know. We'll see. There, let's see. Nancy and Kimberly saying howdy-do to each other. And they both say, well, let's see. Kimberly says cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okie dokie. I did not forget my drink this time. I've got my drink this time. We went to eat. Met my son, met Trevor and his wife Lauren and the babies for supper. Kimberly said it reminds me of a Gerbera mum. Her Gerbera. Is that how you say it? Okay, so y'all, I have got a box of yarn that Trevor and Lauren brought to me. Somebody that they work with took it to work and put it on the free-for-all table. Hey, if somebody can use this, take it. They had this, and then they had like some little Ziploc baggies with some more scrap yarn in it. And Trevor said if nobody else takes that, he'll pick that up too. He didn't want to just take it all, and he waited until today. Hi, Mom. Welcome in. So he waited until today to pick it up, to get it, but nobody took it. So I got it. So let me show you. It's a pretty big box. So let me grab it. Well, it's a decent size box. Okay, it's a big box. All right, so we are going to see what all kinds of yarn is in it. Now, I know it's on top because I could see it in the picture. When my daughter-in-law, Lauren, when she sent me the picture, she's like, hey, do you want some yarn? I'm like, sure, yarn. So I know it's got some red heart, and I'm pretty sure it's got some mainstays. I'm knocking stuff off. And some of them, I'm pretty sure are like partial skeins, but I don't care because you know what you can make with partial skeins? I'm frozen. I saw it on my screen. Okay, now I'm not frozen. You can make granny squares with partial skeins. You can. I can also make scrappy blankets. Ellie told me I could make a rainbow blanket. So, all right, let's see what we got. Okay, so this is a full skein of Red Heart. This is Red Heart Super Saver in the color, make it so it's not upside down on y'all, in the color white. And this is a full skein, so this one's not a partial. Let's see. Where am I going to put this as I pull it out, dude? Watch out. We're going to set it in this bag for now. We're going to set it in this bag. Okay, so we 1, 2, 3 full skeins, Red Heart Super Saver white. This is just for those that aren't familiar, which I think most of y'all probably are, Red Heart Super Saver is just their value acrylic. It's a 4-weight. And it's good to have. I mean, I will always use white and stuff. So this will be handy dandy. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is a partial skein. Also Red Heart. But this is one of the bigger ones. This is a 7-ounce. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. These are 7-ounce skeins as well. So this one is in the color charcoal. And I'm pretty sure that I probably have more charcoal already in my stash. But yeah. So we got this one. Put that one in there. Okay, so then here is another Red Heart Super Saver. This one is also 7-ounce. 198, 364 yards. This one is in just the color blue. Ooh, thanks for the jewels, Nancy. She sent me 440 jewels. And y'all, I don't know what the jewels mean, like as far as YouTube is concerned, but I think they're really cool. I like getting them, so thanks. She said, Uncle Alert, I'm guessing enabler, right? What is UNC? Or did it put that on there? I don't know. I send them. I try to send Jules when it tells me I have them because I think it's cool. But there's that one. So I got a full one of these and a partial skein. Almost said that's a pretty shade of blue. It is. It's like just a classic bright blue. Just blue. So there's that. So partial, which I mean, even though it's partial, I mean, it's got quite a bit of yarn in it. Okie dokie. And I think Ellie's right when she says I can make a rainbow blanket because I see a lot of colors. Okay. Oh, this is the one that I thought was Mainstays, but it's not. This is another Red Heart Super Saver, and this one is in the color Spring Green. So when I saw this one in the picture, I thought it was the Mainstays green, but it's not. And y'all, this is coming across like on my screen looking kind of sagey, but this is like a really pretty, almost like a dark lime color. It's really pretty. So when it says spring green, it really is. Like when you think of like the bright green flowers when they start blooming, that's what this really is. So we got 1, 2, and a partial 3. And I'm running out. Okay, we're going to set that over there. My bag already had stuff in it, so my mom said Asher loves green. Yes, he does. Kimberly said she's seeing the bright green on her screen. Good deal. Good deal, because I wasn't sure. Because on my screen, it's looking kind of sagey. Like just looking at it, looking back at me. But it is not. And then we've got this one here. It's another blue, but it's a different shade. This one is called Royal. On my screen, it kind of looks the same, but here's what they look like side by side. We'll set it back here. There you go. Now you can kind of see this one's a little bit darker. This is also Red Heart Super Saver, 7-ounce, 364 yards, 333 meters. And y'all, these are like, well, I can look up and see how much they are at Walmart. They keep changing their prices, but That's a good deal, y'all. This is a lot of yarn for free. So, hey, yahoo. Okay. And this one feels like a partial, but it may not be. It may be, oh wait, it is. It is a partial, but it's not because I have the project that they started. So this is Red Heart with Love, and they've used this much of it, and this is in the color Violet. And again, you can't really see it. It's a really pretty purple. It's a pretty purple. It may look, on my side it looks blue, but it's not. Hey, Miss Ivy B, welcome in. So let me show you what it looks like. There you go. Now can you see that it's purple? It's brighter purple than what it's showing up on my screen. But so one of these. Okay, so Red Heart with Love. This is also an acrylic. It's a little bit softer than the Red Heart Super Saver. This one is, where's it at? 7 ounce, 370 yards, 338 meters. Okay, set you back here. Ooh, don't fall. Ooh, there's some soft fuzzy. My mom said looks purple on her screen. Good deal. Okay. So this is an I don't know what, but it's so buttery soft. Let me see if any of these have. They do not. Okay, so I have 4 balls of this blue yarn. If anybody knows what it is, it kind of looks like homespun, kind of, sort of, but it's very, very soft, and it's got the little, the little the little bloop bloops and the little fuzzies and the halo, but it's very, very soft, like buttery soft. And I got 4 of those. So I'm guessing because it's got that halo and it's soft, this is probably a 5, but it could be a 4. But they probably classified it as a 5. I don't know, but it's soft. Oh my goodness. So soft. Oh, oh. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Nope. It's a purple. It's another purple, but it's not the same color purple. So we got more purple. My mom said it almost looks like Chanel. It does, kind of. It's got like a thin thread running through it. And then it's got the little, I know there's a word. There's a word for it. I can't remember what it is. Words escape me. Okay, so then we got this ball of purple. And then we've got this ball of this like red heathery look. And it also, can y'all see, it's got a little halo on it. A little bit, sort of, kind of. Y'all see it? Behind that weed. So if y'all have any guesses as to what this is, let me know. And then we have a big ball of black. This is blanket yarn. That size. This is the blanket, which blanket yarn is also soft. I don't use it very much, but this isn't the big, really thick kind, so I will probably use this. This would probably make a really cute hat if there's enough there. Okie dokie. Now this I already have in my stash, so I can add this to it. This is Red Heart Super Saver, and this is in the Bonbon. So shades of pink, like a Tilly blue, purple, like a light pink and a dark pink. And I've actually made a couple of blankets out of this. Made one for Ellie, and she loves it. Made her like a little small throw. But I have quite a bit of this left, so I could make some bigger blankets with it. I want to say I tried to color pool with this, but the changes are very fast. So you can't really get a good stitch in there before. It's hard to get a lot of stitches before it already changes. You only get like maybe 1 or 2 stitches. Whoa. So it didn't pull very well, but it's still, if you like a good consistent variegated, this is it. Put you there. And y'all, there's still more yarn in the box. And guess what color's coming next? Before I tell you, take a guess before I show it. Y'all take a gander, take a guess. I'm gonna wait and let y'all guess before I show you the next color. Ooh. My mom says orange. Nancy said, I missed where this box came from. So somebody that my son and daughter-in-law work with brought it to work. And they were like, hey, anybody want this yarn? And so Lauren sent me a picture. She said, hey, you want this yarn? And I was like, sure. And, so made sure nobody else at their work wanted it. And so that was like Monday or Tuesday, I guess. And then today it was still there, so they grabbed it. So we got 2 orange, and Ivy says green. So the color is dun, 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 orange. So this is Red Heart Super Saver in the color a carrot. So there's a full skein and another full skein with a teeny weeny little project started. Well, hey there, Dawn, Mimo Dawn. Dawn, I'll get your name right in a second. Mimo D Crochets. I still want to say Dawn P. But look at that. So 2 of these. So 2 oranges. And there's more. Oh, this is so going to fall. Okay. And then there's this great old big ginormous one. This is a jumbo skein. So it is a 14-ounce jumbo skein. And this one is in the color. Oh, it's turned. Turquoise. Dun, 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 turquoise. My mom says, your mama knows you well. That she does. This really pretty, again, on my screen, is coming across as like a blue. But it is, it's blue, but it's like it's turquoise. It's a turquoise. Let's see if it shows better this way. Not particularly. It just looks lighter blue. It's really pretty. It's got more green than what it's showing on my screen, but it's very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, y'all. 2 more, I think. Two more. Okay. So remember earlier I told you we had a partial of the Red Heart Super Saver in charcoal, which is just this really pretty solid gray. So now I have 2 full skeins of the charcoal, which is 7-ounce, 198 grams, 364 yards, 333 meters. So I have 2 full skeins of that. So y'all, that is a lot of yarn. So let's count. So we go 1, 2. Okay, so there's 4. And then we got these 4 of the pretty fuzzy blues. So there's 8. Oh, my chat just went away, y'all. What is going on? Okay, so there's 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to count this even though it's partial. 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let me kick it in reverse, y'all. Okay, so I told y'all. Okay, so remember 17. This one's actually Mainstay. I told you that it was a partial of the blues match. Like, perfection. I mean, they match. But this is the mainstay version. And this one was called Royal by Red Heart. And the mainstay is called also Royal, but it's Royal Blue. So, 17. And let me see if I can get my comments back. I don't know why they went away. There they are. Okay. So, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, y'all. 24. Yippee yahoo. Got all. Make sure none fell. 24 mostly full skeins of yarn. There were a couple that were partials, but even the partial ones felt like they were at least like a 5-ounce skein. So that's awesome. That's so cool. Kimberly said, that's a lot to keep you busy. It is. Now I got to add it to my collection somewhere. Guess I need to get to work, y'all, on making some stuff. Let me scroll back up and see what I missed when my chat went away. Let's see here. Nancy says, nice haul. My mom says, that's a lot of yarn. That is a lot of yarn. All right. So those that came in a little late, I was going to, this is what I made last weekend. It's not attached yet. And this is just a Farm Bureau hat. It was a fundraiser they had going for St. Jude. So I bought a hat. I've had it for a while. It's got tiny fur on it. But I used some of the Red Heart all-in-one granny. Made me a little granny square. But I may make another one. I just wanted to test it out to see. And there were still 2 more color changes, but initially I just did a standard granny and it was like big. It was like this big. So I was like, yeah, that won't work. So what I may do is just use yarns and the colors that I really like, which I don't mind that one, the yellow in the middle. And then this is like a bright orange. But this I might do like in green or something. That way it looks more like a flower. I don't know. Or blue, maybe blue like the sky. I don't know. But I'm thinking I'm going to block it. But I also may use a smaller hook because you can see the holes in it. And I wanted more of a solid granny just because it's going to be covering this up, which, I mean, you're not going to be able to see it a whole lot. But once it's blocked, it's going to open up those holes even more. But I'm going to block it, and I've got some fabric glue. That's hot glue, but also fabric glue. Hey, Rudy. So I'm thinking that I'm going to put fabric glue right here in the middle, the fabric hot glue, figure out where I want it to go, and then start it there. And then maybe put like a little dab up here and then go down the sides. Like put it like right here. Like right here. And then once I get it all on there really quick, like with the hot glue, and once that dries, then I may go back with like some invisible, or not invisible thread, but like clear thread or whatever. And then like kind of like just do like a little quick stitch all the way around. Rudy says, pray for Adrian's kiwi. Is her bird still sick? Is he not doing well? But, so yeah. So has anybody made any of these granny square hats? So let me know if they have. Nancy said you could use Fabri-Tac. Oh, okay, Rudy. I don't know. So I bought glue sticks, but it's a fabric glue stick. It's not Fabri-Tac though. I do have some Fabri-Tac. I was thinking though if I used the hot glue, like it would keep its shape and keep it in place faster. So I didn't have to like, because I'm not going to be able to like clip it to hold it. I'm not going to be able to clip it down to hold it. But anyway, so let me know if you've made any of these, if you've made one, and how you attached. Oh, Rudy said he's just giving a shout out. Okay. But let me know how you attached them. If you've made one. Nancy says, no, I have not, but now I want to. See, they're really cute. I mean, I've been seeing them a lot, and I'm not a big fan. Hold on. I got my little clippies in my hair. Hold on. Let's take them out. I don't normally wear the trucker hats, but that's what most of them are on. But I was thinking about getting just a regular hat. But if I do that, then I'm going to have to make my square. And I think they're probably putting them on the trucker hats because there's more real estate. There's more space to put the granny square. Whereas if I just do like the hats that you remember which I have one of the yarn hats. I don't know where it's at. The ones that the Yarnology hats that Hobby Lobby used to have. They're softer, so it doesn't have this. Y'all know what I'm saying? It forms to the head more. So it may not work on those as well. But I don't mind a trucker hat, especially not this one, because the bill's not very long. So some of them are real stiff and stand up on your head like Elmer Fudd. And I'm not about looking like Elmer Fudd. But yeah. So what I used for that was the All-in-One Granny by Red Heart. I just didn't do a standard granny. I don't even know what this granny is called. I think it's the sunflower granny. But instead of doing the it had me do like 3 double crochets together. But instead I did a popcorn. But it's not a big popcorn. Or puff. No, a puff stitch. Take that back. I did a puff stitch. Because I didn't like the way the popcorn one looked. I did a puff stitch. But anyway, I'm thinking if I use a smaller hook, you still use the same size yarn, but use a smaller hook, then it'll make these holes smaller. And I did do a chain 1 between each one because when I first did it, it wasn't wanting to lay flat. But Nancy says she can make it to match her duster. You could. That would be really cute. But I was thinking about making some of these and adding them to my inventory in all different colors. But I think before I go out and buy the hats, which I have, that was one of the things I did last weekend was I went through Amazon and I put a ton of hats on my wish list because that's what I do. And I found some that weren't very expensive and you get like multicolors. But I was thinking like this part, like maybe just a gray. Some of them had this part in white and then this part was a different color. So, but I was thinking, and then I also found some that was like a khaki color. But I want the hat part to be neutral. That way you can put any old color you want on here. So, but I did find some that were white, some were black, some were like a khaki color, some were gray. I tend to go towards the gray hats, generally, or a navy. But anyway, so. Now I got to get my hair down because I've had it up in them little clippies all day. All right, y'all. Well, that's all I had for y'all tonight was to go through that box. So what is everybody's plans for the weekend? Yes, Rudy, I do like chocolate pudding. So my plans are to do the things that I told y'all I was going to do last weekend that I didn't do. So I do need to get to work on those. But y'all, it's August and I'm doing my live. So that's a bonus. That's a plus. That's one up for me. Woohoo! Since I did not do but like one, maybe 2 lives all of July. So that's that. And members, I did not forget about you. Okay, so one of the things that I told y'all that I was gonna put in for the members. I was doing some more research and I pulled out the book that I was going to use. And even though it's supposed to be public domain, this particular copy of the book says you can't do the things I wanted to do with it. But I did find a public domain copy, so I just have to get going. Well, happy birthday this Saturday, Rudy. Kimberly is going to be writing and doing quilty stuff. Very good. And I'm all caught up on your book. I'm loving it. Yeah, again, so if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, Kimberly is writing a book, y'all, a cozy mystery, and I am loving it. And once she gets it finished and it's released, I will let y'all know so y'all can go and get a copy. It's going to be on Kindle to begin, so y'all will have to check it out. But anyway, so that's why I did not post that, because I had to research all weekend to find a copy that was in public domain. And I found like where they reprinted a public domain one, but it was like, it's got like a different, it's got like a publication date of what, like 2012 or something. So I'm afraid that even though it's a reprint of that particular, of like the 1874 version, I feel like if I get it, it's going to say the same thing as the one that I just got, because the one I just got was supposed to be in public domain, but then it says you can't use any part of it. So they changed part of the text to modernize it, I guess. So I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I did find a public domain version online at the Gutenberg website. That doesn't sound right. But anyway, I'll find it again and I will get back to reading. Kimberly said, I had no idea that they do that with that book. I know, me either. I had like zero clue. But anyway, so it was a bummer, but that's okay. Let me scroll up. Scrolly. All right, chat, quit jumping. Okay, too far. Scrolling back down. So I was scrolling up and then it jumped and then there we go. Okie dokie. Nancy said she did that with the concrete edger. She only bought one to see if she liked making them, and now I want to go get more. See, I've got to go catch the replay of Nancy's live. You went later than usual because I didn't get the alert, and then when I got the alert, I was reading a book, and then I was like, wait a minute, that's not her live time. But yeah, so I do need to go catch the replay. She took, okay, you know those like the little concrete edgers that you can get at Lowe's. I don't know if it was the curved one or the flat one. I have some curved ones out front, and if you buy like several of them, you can make like a round thingy. Like I have one going around a tree. I have one going around like a bush in my front yard. But anyway, they're concrete edgers, and they got the little humps on them. So she painted it and then painted really cute things on them. Super cute. So y'all should go check that out on Miss Nancy's channel. And scrolling down, and Nancy is going to start working on her Sophia again with new yarn. Yes, she found her, I think last week we talked about it. She was going to start making Sophia from the Golden Girls, which I also have that kit. I haven't even made the first one. I haven't even started it. But anyway, so she got in there and the yarn for her face wasn't in there. So, which she had already started her. So the yarn is somewhere, but now it's gone. So I probably got used in another project if it's like me. Because you forgot what it was for, and then you used it, and then you're like, oh yeah, I needed that. But anyway, so she is going to start Sophia again, but with new yarn. Rudy is writing a book on a blog. Awesome. My mom says, no plans for the weekend. Okay, that's my sister. Her birthday is on Sunday, but we are celebrating her Monday at our family meal. Yes. Rudy said it's taken longer to make the blog. It does. I have a blog. I have not posted on it in quite some time, but I used to do it quite regularly. But a lot of my blog readers encouraged me to start the YouTube channel because I had like gone back and forth, which I had a YouTube channel. I just didn't have any content on it. It was there. And they encouraged me to start putting videos on there. So once I started doing that, doing the YouTube videos, the tutorials, and all that, took up a lot of time as well. So the blog kind of fell on the back burner. Every now and again, I'll go in and do one, but mostly I use the blog is what I've been using to post if I do a written pattern, like a free written pattern, I do it using my blog on my website. So if y'all are ever looking for my patterns, that you can find them on my website, becreativecrafts.com. But I think it's a fairly easy to find stuff on my website, but I have links everywhere to take you to different things. So within the website, and also to like the videos, like if I have something on my website, you can click a link. It'll bring you back to the video on my YouTube, and then vice versa. I try to have stuff on YouTube that will take you back to my website. But anyway. Kimberly said, yep, and they probably only changed one word. I know, and which is crazy to me. Like, I don't know. So if anybody is thinking about doing like an audiobook or read a book on your channel, just make sure that you get the public domain version. And once I start this book, I'm going to, I'll put the link of where I found the public domain version, so that if you want to read along, you can. But yeah. Rudy said in a couple of days he's going to upload the Thankful 100-Day Challenge. Very cool. Let's see. Nancy said, yes, we went to the beach. So oh, nice. So you went to the beach, so that's why you were late. Well, girl, that is a great reason to be late. I probably would have stayed at the beach. But yes, I love the beach. Love it. Let's see. Nancy said it was a flat one. What was a flat one? What did I miss? Was the flat one a yarn? A flat one or... Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was the flat concrete thing. I'm with you. I got you. And Kimberly said, Nancy made me wish I had a yard. It was so cute. The pictures turned out absolutely adorable. So cute. So now I got to go back and watch, which I would have caught the replay anyway, but now I really want to go catch it more. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have watched it anyway, but yeah. You know, sometimes you see the thing, and like sometimes I have lives going and they'll be playing and I'll be listening and I'll be doing something. But for that one, I'm going to be watching because I want to see all the things. And I may just have to grab one out of the yard, clean it up, and then just like paint it. Just because it was so cute. Rudy says, thank you for being a friend. Kimberly said, it's hard to do all the things. I know, it's hard to do all the different things. It is. Rudy said, you should do a 100-day challenge. I did the 100-day challenge once before. It's a lot. Like, they just wanted you to do shorts, but it was a lot for me to keep up with the 100-day challenge. But when I did it, I did enjoy it. But if I do it again, I want to have like, and I think they encourage you to just do one project and then show the progression. So if I do it again, that's what I will do. I will do one project and work on it for a set amount of time every night and then just show my progression. Let's see, Nancy said, but we do have a curved one in the yard. I might grab it and paint it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, hey, Miss Sonja, welcome in. Long time no see. She says, hi, Pam and everyone in chat. Laying in bed listening until I fall asleep. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. But yeah, so Nancy, I've got some in the yard too. I've got several. I'm trying to think, do I have any straight ones? I don't think I do. I don't know what happened to my flat ones. Because I used to, because I had it curved and then it went straight. and then it was straight and then curved on the corner. I don't know what I did with the straight ones. I have no idea. But I know I have some curved ones. Or maybe I'll just take a little trippy trip to Lowe's and buy one. Nancy said she did the 100-day challenge when she did the daily sketches. That's right, you did. I can't sketch like you can, though, Nancy. Your sketches are amazing, and my sketches are boop, boop. Mom says, good night, everyone. Bible reading time. Good night, Mom. Thanks for tuning in. But, and I may do that. Well, no. I already have an idea for what I'm going to do for some shorts, but yeah. But if I do the 100-day challenge again, that's probably what I will do. Kimberly said, Max probably knows where they are, but will he tell you? Exactly. Who knows with Max? I also have some of the big, well, they're pavers, though. They don't stand up. The big flat pavers. Nancy says they were only $247 at Home Depot, but see, I don't have a Home Depot close. The closest Home Depot, the closest Home Depot is about 45 minutes away, but it's close to Michael's. So if I went to Home Depot, then I might just have to pop over to Michael's. But I do have a Lowe's. I do have a Lowe's that's only about 20-ish minutes away. And I might go by Lowe's because okay, so did I tell y'all we have a new yarn shop in the neighboring town? So a friend of mine opened up a yarn shop, and I have not yet made it over there. One of the days I was going to go over there, so she's also a teacher, so she had summer hours, and then she's going to have her fall hours. And now that school is back in session, so now she's closed part of the time. And so I was over there last week, but she had teachers in service, so she had to be closed that day and wasn't going to open until later in the day. But so tomorrow she's back to her, she's still on school day hours, but she'll be open at 6:00. And on Friday nights, she has like a craft in, and you can bring your projects, and we just are gonna, well, I say we haven't been yet, but you just sit around and work on your project and chit chat and just have social time. So I'm gonna see if my cousin wants to go do that, and we've been planning on doing it one Friday night, and like I said, it just hasn't happened. Last week I actually had planned on it, and then when I came home, I just got lazy and I didn't want to leave the house again. So I need to what I need to do is text her tonight and be like, hey, do you want to go? Or, hey, Carrie, if you are listening and lurking in the background, go find your mama and ask her if she wants to go. Yeah, but I'll text her and see if she wants to go. And then that way I'll be more prone, or more, what's the word? Be more liable. There's a greater chance if I actually make plans. Actually, there's 100% chance. If I make plans with somebody to get up and go do it, then I'm going to get up and go do it. Whereas if I just say, I might go, then if I'm feeling warm and cozy and toasty, or it's summer, so if I'm feeling nice and cool and chilling at the house, then I may not want to get outside. Or if it starts to sprinkle rain or something, I'll be like, I don't want to go. I'm just going to stay home. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Nancy and Kimberly both said, that sounds like so much fun. Kimberly says, I see a shopping spree in your future. Yeah, and they're like, and then she's got some pretty yarn, y'all. Pretty yarn. She's got like it's like she opened up like LYS, like a little local yarn shop. Oh, so cute. But she's like, for like the yarn ends or the craft night or whatever, she's like, bring any yarn. It doesn't have to be yarn we purchased at her store. It could be any yarn. Just come sit, hang out, chit chat. And so I really want to go. Oh no, Nancy said the pottery store in her town is shutting down at the end of the month. So sad. Oh, that is sad. That was such a cute little store. I knew she had gotten away from doing the consignments, But that's a bummer that she's doesn't have the business, doesn't have the clientele, shoppers, crafters, whatever, to keep it going. We had one here. It was similar, not exactly the same, but very similar. Like, we didn't actually make the pottery. The pottery was already made, and then you could go in and paint it. And she had bowls and plates and cups and all that kind of stuff, and it closed. And I was bummed about that because the kids enjoyed going to it. But I really wanted to learn how to like make pottery. I know there's a place in Nashville, but the last time I checked, it was like super expensive. And I'm like, I can't go there. Well, I mean, I could, but you know what I'm saying? So I need to find one that's like more budget friendly. But yeah. Okay. So y'all gotta get a little drink. What do y'all think's in the cup? I don't think I told you. If I did, I don't think I did though. But y'all can take a guess. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and text her because otherwise, when I get off of here, I might forget. So we're gonna go ahead and text her and then see if she wants to go. I'm gonna say, hey. If the yarn shop is open tomorrow night for the crafting, do you want to go? Smiley face. That's the smiley face I'm sending. The big old cheesy one. Okie dokie. Message has been sent. Make sure I send it to the right person. Do y'all ever do that? You send it and then you're like, I don't remember if I clicked on the right name. I did. I sent it to the right person. Let's see. Nancy said, I never got back to turning on the wheel. See, and you did a good job on your little bowl. That's sad. So is she going to be like doing new projects, or is it kind of like she's just selling the stuff that she's already got? Like cleaning house kind of thing. Because I know like after you make it, then she's got to fire it in the kiln. And I know that takes like for here, like she had like the bowls and stuff were already made, but they hadn't been like glazed. So they were made and then you paint them and then she would fire them and then you would have to come back. Like, I want to say it was like the next week. She might could do it faster, but I think she gave herself a week turnaround to get them done. And then we'd have to go back and pick it up. But Kimberly says, Dr. Pepper, you know it. But I don't remember if I said it at the beginning, but I probably did, but I don't know if I did. I know I said we went to the Mexican. Did I say we went to the Mexican restaurant? I said I went out to eat. We went to the Mexican restaurant. I got me a to-go cup. Because, I needed a to-go cup. Needed. Let's see. Nancy said she's hoping to sell the business and the supplies, but she hasn't heard anything. Well, that would be good if she could sell it and somebody else kept it open. But that's a bummer. Well, maybe since she's trying to sell it, maybe it's not that the sales and stuff were slow, but just that she's ready to go a different way. So hopefully there is enough people in there and she was able to sell it and they could keep it open. That would be good. But all right, y'all, I'm going to get off of here and I need to work on something tonight, but I don't know what. I never did come back in here. And y'all, my desk, my filming area is like messy. So I got to like move all the stuff so I can record. I need to check the weather too and see how hot it's going to be because I wanted to get some footage of just like sitting outside and crocheting. But Nancy says, anybody want to lend me some cash? Either lend you some cash or, be a silent partner or something. Either way. Or just, here you go. Here's some money. That would work too. But, all Alrighty. Well, I am going to head out of here, and I thank each and every one of you so very much for coming and hanging out with me. Let me go find my little media assets here. Let's go down here. Let's do this one here. Thank you. That was in honor of Nancy saying she went to the beach, because I haven't been to the beach in a long time, and I love the beach. I feel like it's been a long time. Like, I can't remember how long it's been, which means it's too long. That's what I think. I think that means if I can't remember how long it's been, then it's been too long. Alrighty, y'all. Let me find it right here. I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend, and I will see y'all around the YouTube streets. Remember, be creative, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye.